Chidi was devastated, heartbroken, and in tears. Of all people, Mama, I thought it is you who will understand my struggles. His mother looked away. The following day, Chidi could hardly get up to go to his carpentry workshop. He had had the shocker of his life, that a family who he loved could be this insensitive to him. Once upon a time, there lived a family named the Udo family. Mr. and Mrs. Udo had 5 children. Chidi, the first son, was a very caring boy as a child. He took care of his 4 siblings when his parents were out, and he took up responsibilities that were too heavy for a child to take up. Chidi matured so fast because he was made to handle matured responsibilities early. As a first son, he loved his family so much. Years passed and Chidi became a man. After he graduated from the university, he applied for several jobs but could not get any. Chidi did his best to get a job, but none came true. So one day, he picked up a carpentry job. Every day, he was mocked at home for being a carpenter and not contributing to the feeding. Chidi did his best as a son. After work each day, he would buy a loaf of bread and some fruits to support his parents, but he never heard the last of it. His dad would say to him, "Mr. Man, go and get a real job. We are getting tired of feeding an adult." His mom would say, "Come, carpenter, when will this your carpentry job start taking care of these bills? I am getting fed up." One day, Chidi's mom called him and said to him, "Chidi, look at the Maduka family. Can you see that the firstborn is the one taking care of his mother and father? That boy bought his father and mother the latest cars and built them houses. Chidi, what did we do to you after all the sacrifices we made as parents? Is this how you will repay us, Chidi?" His sister, hearing the shouts and conversation from outside, ran to the sitting room and asked, "Mama, what is the problem? Is it his fault that he doesn't have a fancy job? But he's doing something with himself, Mama." "I don't care what he's doing with himself. All I need is for him to start taking care of the bills and responsibilities in this house," said Mama. Chidi was devastated, heartbroken, and in tears. "Of all people, Mama, I thought it is you who will understand my struggles." His mother looked away. The following day, Chidi could hardly get up to go to his carpentry workshop. He had had the shocker of his life, that a family who he loved could be this insensitive to him. That evening, David, Chidi's younger brother, ran home with shouts of joy. "Mama, Papa, I have been given a job offer. It is a fantastic job." Mama ran out from the house to hug him. "My son, my wonderful son, you have finally brought glory to this family. Now you will buy me and your father that our dream house and car. We are so proud of you, my son," said Mama. Chidi, hearing the sound of jubilation, ran out of his room. "What's going on here?" "David, your younger brother, has gotten himself a fantastic job," Mama said sarcastically. "Now I can raise my shoulders high. He is a true son of his father and mother. Oh, my son, thank you for making us proud. What do you want me to cook for you?" Chidi walked up to his younger brother, gave him a hug and said, "Congratulations. I am happy for you, David." Days passed and Chidi kept on with his carpentry job. Day after day, he spent more time in his workshop because his mother wouldn't stop tormenting him. David, on the other hand, became so wealthy. His job paid him so well, and he had bought a flashy car for himself and his parents. He also built them a house. In fact, he became the preferred one. David had so much family demands because he was so rich. Mama would say, "David, my son, I need to stock up my supermarket with goods." Or she would say, "I want the latest wrapper that is trending now." One day, Chidi tried to counsel David, his younger brother, about saving and investing his money. He didn't know their mother was eavesdropping. Then she jumped out from where she was and said, "What do you know about money? Chidi, answer me. How can a poor man like you advise your brother about how to manage money when you don't have any?" "Nonsense. Don't listen to him, David. He will lead you astray," said Mama. "Let him go and make his own money and take his own advice." Chidi left broken-hearted and ashamed. How can Mama talk to me like this in front of my younger brother? What offense did I commit for looking out for my brother? He thought. One day, while he was at his workshop, a man drove past his workshop and said to him, "Hello, I am Alhaji Musa. I see your craft each time I pass this route. Your handiwork is so beautiful. I decided to stop today. Do you make them yourself?" "Yes, sir," said Chidi. "Do you have workers?" "Yes, sir. I have some apprentices and they are equally as good too," said Chidi. "Great. Can we have a meeting tomorrow? Will you be available?" "Yes, sir, I will." "Good. Come to this address at 2 p.m. Ask for Alhaji Musa." "All right, sir. Thank you, sir," said Chidi. Then the man drove off. Chidi didn't know what the meeting was all about, but he was so anxious to be there. The following day, he left for his workshop after helping with chores at home. At 2 p.m., he went to the said address. It was a massive new hotel. "Welcome, Mr. Chidi. This is my new hotel, and I am wondering if you can build all the furniture here, including beds, shelves, cupboards, tables, and any wooden work for each room. There are 500 rooms." Chidi startled, but tried to hide his excitement. "Don't worry, I'll pay you 80% of the money up front and 20% when your job is done," said Alhaji Musa. "That won't be a problem, sir," said Chidi. "Can you finish the job in 6 months?" "I will finish the job in 5 months, sir," said Chidi. "Okay, think about it and let me have your feedback." Chidi wanted to discuss with his family first, but then he changed his mind and took the deal. For the next 5 months, Chidi worked tirelessly day and night. He left home early and came home tired late at night. And each time he came home, Mama would say, "You have come back home with nothing again. Useless man." Chidi continued the project for 5 months and delivered. Alhaji Musa was so happy that he promised him another bigger project. Chidi didn't tell his family he wanted to surprise them. One day, a debt recovery company came to the house and presented a paper to repossess his parents' home and all of David's cars. "Who is Mr. David?" "That's my son," said Mama in pride. "We have an approval to repossess this house and these cars to pay back the loan Mr. David owes because he couldn't meet up with his payments." "What payments?" "David, what are they talking about?" said Mama. "Mr. Man, you must be mistaken. Do you mean Chidi? Because my son David does not owe. He is a very rich man and has a fantastic job. Tell them, David." Mama, it's true, David replied. I borrowed money to buy the house and the cars because I thought I would be able to meet up with the payments. But the demands kept coming. I'm sorry, Mama. David has killed me. Oh, where will I start from? David, you have killed me, said Mama. Chidi heard his mother screaming from afar and ran to the house. What is going on here, Mama? David told Chidi all that had happened. Now they have to repossess our home and the cars, and we don't have anywhere to go. Chidi turned to the gentleman. Sir, can we talk about this? What do you want to talk about? Useless first son. If you had money, would we be in this mess in the first place? Your advice is always empty because you don't have money to show for it, said Mama. Chidi ignored his mother and faced the gentleman. So what can be done? How much time do we have? Asked Chidi. Today is the last day, sir, and that's why we are here. How much money does my brother owe? 500 million naira, sir, said the gentleman. 500 million? Okay, wait for me here, please. He's a carpenter. He cannot do anything. Maybe you should just go with him in exchange for the house. He is no good here, said Mama. After a few minutes, Chidi came back with a device and his phone and asked for the company account number. Do you take transfers? Yes, sir, we do, said the gentleman. Chidi transferred 500 million instantly. Thank you, sir. The loan has been fully paid. Congratulations, Mama. You can keep your house and cars. Your son here has repaid the loan. Which son? Said Mama. Mr. Chidi, said the debt collectors. We shall take our leave now. Have a nice day. Silence filled the room. Everyone was in shock. How, Chidi? Said David. Where did you steal the money from? Said Mama. I am not a thief, Mama. I worked really hard for my money, saved and invested like I was advising David to do. It's a pity none of you believed in me. He told his story, how he got a contract and how he's been getting big jobs from then on. His mother fell on her knees. I'm sorry, my son. Please forgive me. Stand up, Mama. I don't have any grudge against you. I just wished you believed in me and you were a little patient. However, I hold nothing against you or Papa. I love you both, said Chidi. By the way, I have to run. I have a flight to catch tonight. I got an international job and I need to leave the country in a few hours. I have managers that manage all my showrooms every month. The carpenter will bring some money for the upkeep of the home. Take care, David. Take care of Mama and Papa. I have to go now. I'll talk to you soon. Chidi had already packed his bags. His driver was waiting for him outside and off he went. His family watched him until he went out of sight. Chidi did his best to keep in touch with his family back home. Mama cried her eyes out. She couldn't live with herself. Every day, she regretted how she treated Chidi and wished she could turn back the hands of time. The moral of this story is that we should never compare each other. Everyone's time is different, and just because one has delays doesn't mean life is over. As long as we keep at it, soon the harvest will show. The end. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, support me. Kindly like, share your comments, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video. Bye.